Okay. Mforte atiemi. Second inconisa. For ancestors to go. For ancestors, woman balanda ban. Tiabani endingana mbale SSN. Didina samo awuka bonga fo. For adititi amaloma sesen. For adititi amaloma sesen. The Bafaw have a special way to welcome their guests anytime you are a visitor to their home. And this will be illustrated by Brother Rex SMS. If you visit a Bafaw man's home, this is how you will be welcomed. Good evening, friends. Good evening, brothers. We welcome you in our midst. Like every other nation in the world, we have a few things that we do when we meet, either amongst ourselves or with strangers. And that is what we're going to do here. To start with, I want to tell you right up front that the Bafaw man does not give honor to color. The Bafaw man does not worship color. The Bafaw man does not worship ancestors. A very popular African man said that he who brings color brings life. That is very, very true amongst the Bafaw people, because friends, when they meet, what they share is color. And in gathering like this, we also use the color to create an atmosphere of friendliness, relaxation, so that whatever conversation we have can flow very, very smoothly. Kola nut, I think most of you know that from the African tradition. I think we have some here. Shino Achebe said that he who brings color brings life. That is what we're doing here now. When we are just amongst us two friends, we share color. It is a sharing. Africans like to share. When we meet in a big gathering like this, and when a friend gives you color, generally, the person who receives the color may give it back to the giver. And whoever ends up with it breaks up the color and they share. And when we meet in a gathering like this, either it's a wedding, an occasion like this, or whatever ceremony, we hand the collar to the most senior person in the gathering, or a custodian of the culture, or somebody who is designated to perform that rite. And that is what I'm going to show you how we do that right now. We have collar. In Cameroon, we will say it's Bafaw collar or Oroko collar or Bafia collar. It is the same collar all of us in the Southwest use. And when we do that, the one we pick to open the occasion must have 4 halves. We call on ancestors. The reason we call on ancestors is that our ancestors who go before us are believed to be saints. We never call anybody who was a thief, or who was a murderer, or who did anything that was bad in the community. We call people we know to be good, so that they can intercede on our behalf. Of course, you know that in those days, the Bafaw man only knew his ancestors. He did not know Jesus to be the sole intercessor between man and God. So he called on his ancestors he believed to be closer to God. So we call on them to intercede on our behalf. And when we call, we tell them the things we want. We tell them what we want. In an occasion like this, okay, we say we have met. And this is what we are planning to do. Or if it was if you did not know what was happening, you say, okay, I've received guests. Here they are. Ancestors, you pray that whatever they've come, it's in good faith, nothing harmful, and that our deliberation and whatever we're doing is going to go according to God's will. And he'll take the collar. Bafaw doesn't throw collar after sundown, so I'm not going to throw this. But what normally you do is that after calling the ancestors and telling them what to do, you will throw it. And there is a formation that the collar must have to confirm that everything is well. 3 of them must lay in one position and only one will lay in the opposite position. That one that lays in the opposite position is the one that is picked to give to the honor or whoever is the head of whatever is going on. If 2 lay in one position and the other 2 lay in another position, we call that mibe, which means there is a division. It could mean that some of the people who should be present are not there. It could mean that there is something that has not been properly arranged, or anything that is causing a division. So the person picks it up and performs the rite again. If all 4 show up in the same position, we call that wuti. Wuti means that there is a problem in the house. Especially if it concerns a husband and wife, it means that maybe they're not talking. Under that roof, the husband and wife may have an issue. And you know, if you know what wuti means in Bafaw, it means a bed. It means that there is no relationship in the bed. That is generally the case. But in real sense, it means that there is a problem in the house. So when that one collar, like I performed in the first place, when things go right, you pick that one collar, you give it out. The rest 3 is divided amongst either elders or authorities in the house. Must be 3 men and at least 1 woman. 3 men and at least 1 woman. So that's what we do. And the collar is then shared around. And of course, we have a little palm wine that goes with that. Thank you for listening. And we always start occasions with palm wine. We start occasions with palm wine. We end the occasion with palm wine. The first glass of wine that is taken out, you perform a rite. And we're going to show you what that rite does here now. Again, we call on the ancestors who we believe to be closer to God, who are saints, to intercede on our behalf to make sure that whatever we're doing is done properly, without any, done smoothly, without any incidents. And as we call the saints, we drop a little on the ground. Sometimes when we are in a gathering like this, we may not know all the saints because there are saints in almost every family. What we do is we call the different Bafaw villages. We say the people of Njanga, this is your own. The people of Dieka, this is your own. Mama no sister Ufindinyo. Nyani Shumaninan, Bafaw, Butian Njanga, the Park Obum. Basaba Obama Kausu, Nama Womban Kia, America. About Cassisa and Kimbo, and Lam 4. Baby the Kadibu, the Weir, Nana City fan. le kade tabi tesedi bidio tadi butele bi mebia na na si Bafaw Mbum ye ba si se ba mai mbutanye ye shumaninan buta enjanga le kadinye le padeka le kadinye podi si pankin senan e kumbasana nye poe ni langani fa si ton kumba me si pa mamban nye poe ni defa kinde muala pobadini
Badi fani.
kinde muala nye poba bele mutanya ta kruma mfono kruma momo nene
Bala, sidi fan.
nyepoe si nyambinye si pa bolo le kome fobadene pepe nyenye panamisa mi utifa nkinan kombone sana wati nyi wukuba wa wungomi ni sakanko ebusa kombone sipa asho sakoguma silelelelelelelelelelelele bambanye itati boy ifa kwenje itimbi boy. Thank you for listening, and we're going to get what we call a summing woman to share this call around. Somebody, that's a summing woman back. Salam woman, I refer. Yeah, can I Okay. The occasion has been opened traditionally. The Bafaw are respecters of personalities. If you are sitting on a chair and you see somebody who is older than you, please stand up and give them the seat. Because you have more days to stand up, and they don't have too many days to stand up.